So next we will move on to the types of computer network which are very much common: LAN and WAN, the local area network, and wide area network. In the LAN, the user and hosts are connected within a small part of area like some small room, some same building, or very much at most same campus. In wide area network, it is widely spread over a huge area, like the whole big multinational company having thousands of computers, and industry which have 10,000s and plus computers across the cities and countries which have crores of computers and networks connected at same time. Network communication to transfer the data. So how does the LAN and WAN network work? The LAN and WAN transfers the network. So the network communication to transfer the data is used by three types: message switching, circuit switching, and packet switching, which we will discuss further. So to transfer the message from start node, which is the receiver node, which is client's node, to the server node, the communication is done in the form of packets or the whole message. It is done by the method of switching. The switching is the communication network, which are in those data transferred from source to destination and is routed between the various intermediate nodes. Switching is the technique by which the nodes control or switch data to transmit it between specific points on the network. There are three types. The first one is message switching. The message switching is shared with the same uh, client to the server in the same form without any partition, without any modification between two users. There are a number of intermediate nodes to transfer the data and ensure that message reaches its destination. The message switching is basically done for small purposes to transfer some small kinds of message within the softwares within the same client server network. For example, ShareIt. ShareIt application uses message switching, which is not shared in the parts but in direct way the message is being transferred. There are a number of intermediate nodes. From the initial nodes, the message gets transferred to the other node. So the initial node have kind of more storage compared to the other nodes. There can be n number of nodes in the message switching, but the limited capacity is being stored in every node. If the sufficient resources are available, then only data moves to the next node. So to complete the sufficient resources, the data type should be maintained and the data should not be accessible through any hacker. For example, if the data is like expired or the data is vulnerable with some loopholes, then the data can be cracked by the message switching scanning method. It is very much easy to spoof the message switching method. The message switching also helps to reduce traffic congestion in network so that your internet speed is being maintained. In message switching, the data channels are shared over networks devices. So, example I told of ShareIt. In ShareIt, the host gets its hotspot on and the server have its Wi-Fi on. So Wi-Fi is connected by the hotspot of the host. So both have same network. So through which the message switching works and the application or file or any image or any kind of music can be transferred easily in within few seconds. Yeah, if the capacity of the file or any application is much big, for example like of 2 GB or 3 GB, then it takes time as to transfer from one node to another node. The next method is circuit switching. The circuit switching is a process of random switching method in which the nodes are in a random way. The communication path is established between two server users and nodes. The servers users transfer the data between the nodes in various ways. There are multiple ways to transfer this data. The circuit switching have a proper way of following sequence. If the user wants to send data at very high speed, if the user have that service available, then there is different sequence followed by the circuit switch. If the user have low speed of Mbps, then it will be transferred in other way through other sequence. For every change in network speed, there are different sequences. Every channel gets defined by physical link layer. The physical link layer is part of OSI model, which we will discuss in further lectures. The circuit switching requires connection establishment before the data transmission. It has the capacity to transfer data as much at high speed. The circuit switching does not have any focus or any limit to the data speed like in the other switching method. For example, in message switching, the minimum speed should be maintained. If the speed is not maintained, then the data can be not shared properly. The data can be channelized in different parts. The circuit switching also has the capacity to transfer the data for more capacity, which is almost about more than 200 GBs or 1 TB also. The circuit switching does not take time in storing like of the message switching. In the circuit switching, the data is first of all stored in one node. Then in some parts, the data is moved on the other node and further so on. But during this process, the data does not have any capacity like in message switching that minimum resources if they are shared then only the data will be transmitted. But here in circuit switching it does not have any certain rules. For delocation of the network resources connection, the connection also gets terminated. If any of the network resources are not available, then the data can be terminated and it can be gained back again to the host and does not passes to the server. The circuit switching have the some issues for initial delay for connection establishment. Yeah, if there are much high speed about you say of 1 Gbps, then there will be some delay in connection establishment. But after the connection establishment, the circuit switching is the best method to transfer the data within some few seconds for large files. The next last method is about packet switching. The packet switching have long distance mode of transmission from node to node. Network resources are not dedicated. Linking is the best advantage. What about the linking? The linking is best advantage as message gets transferred in some small parts in proper sequence and also the quality does not get affected. In the circuit switching, the quality gets sometimes affected if you are sending suppose 1080 pixel image. If it is been transferred, then maybe some 80 pixels can be reduced and it would maybe about 1000 pixel image get transferred. So having long distance mode of transmission from node to node, the packet switching is the best method. For example, from the user and the server is from different countries, then the packet switching method is the best one. Network resources are not dedicated. The network resources, does not have any limitation that from this network only the data will be shared or from the other network only data will be shared. It can be in form of any data network. For example, if you are using some company's Wi-Fi and the server have other company Wi-Fi, then the both company Wi-Fi can be connected and the packet switching method can be done for sharing some files or some applications from two different places which are far away. The in the regular life which you use some uh, websites or some software spoofing or other internet serving, then the different website uses this packet switching method only. If you stream some videos or you stream some games online, then the packet switching method is best one, as it does not have any capacity storage, it does not have any resources requirement. Only the main thing is how much your speed of the IP address, which is your Wi-Fi suppose or any other network service provider have. At that speed the data will be shared. If you have 1 Gbps of data, if you have 1 Gbps of network data, then you can share suppose 1 GB of file within 5 minutes. And if you have only 25 Mbps of data network, then you can share that same file within 30 minutes. So it differs from data network speed to different data network speed. And also in packet switching, there are different data network speed for uploading and for downloading. If your downloading speed is very fast, then yeah, you can share the file or any application within a few seconds or few minutes. But if the uploading speed is only low, then you can't upload at very much high speed. For example, if you want to transfer some file of 1 GB, then it will take time to transfer at 1 Gbps speed also. Sometimes it may take 15 minutes. Then for example, that only 1 Gbps speed is with the server, with the opposite one whom you are transferring that file, and the same file now been downloaded by him or her will be downloaded within 2 minutes, as his or her downloading speed is much faster than your uploading speed. The data can be distributed and then shared, which saves time. In the packet switching method, there is no such kind of procedure that the first data will be stored, then proceeded, then resources will be checked, like in circuit switching method. In packet switching method, the data is directly shared and distributed in some parts, which saves most of the time, and the user is happy and the client is also happy. The transmitted in short packets. The message or the file or any kind of application which you share are distributed in small chunks and packets. Every message have small chunks or packets. The chunks and packets follows a sequence, but they are not stored anywhere. They just follow a sequence and pass on, like in the message switching method. But in message switching method, there were some limitations about data network, about storage capacity, etc. In packet switching, from different place to place, country to country, the small chunks of packets are transferred in few seconds and they are downloaded by the server in within a few seconds. Every packet or chunk have their own header. The use of header we will be discussing in further lectures about when we will discuss of IP addresses. So the header have different kinds of description about every different packets. The header have some kind of unique number which follows a sequence. So these were the three methods of switching method to transfer the data from node to node through LAN or WAN methods, and different other methods also like MAN, which is Metropolitan Area Network. So that's all for the lecture today. We will be discussing about more networking in the next lecture. Thank you.